Do not underestimate Bach. He is not a kind of guy that's gonna come in playing the game and without a full deck. He's the kind of guy who will come prepared in any way can to get what he wants, and that is to take down the Soul Society and the Soul King. Hope you enjoyed this part of the Sellavin out. Let's give my latest review of Bleach Chapter 5, 99. Too early to win, too late to know. Oh, right now. We're starting off with Vok, with Shitara. She defeated Stern Reader W, Waxer, with some kind of magic. Apparently, she has the ability to project needles inside of the thread of any object that she's sewn, and the needles literally tear apart anything and anything that wears that object. It's a range power. The Great Waiver Guard. That's not something that. She is not a person you should take lightly in battle either. There's a reason why she is the Zero Division, and all members of the Zero Division are all former division captains that were promoted because they were the best at what they were. These guys are not pushovers. Then again, Bach ain't a pushover either. The fact that he came, not only did he came with Hospital and Uryu, who Uryu was supposed to be his successor, he didn't came with not just them, and I'm not talking about W. He's definitely dead. He brought his own elite guard unit to handle the Zero Division. One of them, Stern Raider Arrow, the Miracle, Grant and Valkyrie, looked like a combination between Hawkman and Hercules. I was gonna say Thor, but that's just putting it mildly. Because Thor has a hammer. Now Hercules. Hercules is better because Hercules has to use his bare hands, but he also has his whole shield and sword. So it's better for that. And then there's Hawkman with his mace. But yeah, it's kind of like what happened if Hercules meet Hawkman. Hercules meet Hawkman in the mist. Kind of like a gladiator. And then there's Stern Ritter, the Exorcist, the Exorcist, and then there's Stern Ritter C, who we thought was a cook man, but you get to see not. These guys apparently are the best. They went straight forward and came by surprise because Bach, he's not gonna take things going down. I mean, he brought four out of the best. Even that slouchy looking guy that kind of looks like Soulsley Eisen, but if you take away the coolness and the mystique, he's saying these guys are his elite guards. If Bach picked them to be his elite guard, that means he's one thing. These guys should be taken seriously as enemies. You cannot have your back turned to Bach. Not once. Not for a second. And not ever. Ever. I mean, and especially if he's going to pick these guys as the elite guard, that means one thing and one thing only. Their powers may not be stronger than Bach, but they probably probably combined, they probably could be a serious threat. But he probably picked them all for their own unique abilities. I mean, hell, the Bombietta squad, those female Stern Raiders, all had their own unique powers as well. But then again, those guys were nuts. Not so, especially Stern Raider T, and Stern Raider Z. Those guys were. And Pepe, don't even get me about Stern Raider L. Pepe's gayness and his freaky ass love power. I don't wanna relive that. I have burns on my arm than do that. But you get my point. Right, and you get what I'm doing right now. Now that Bach has brought these guys out, that means that the fight is just getting started, right? And we're getting to the serious point, to the point where Shitara is literally taken by surprise after overwhelming strength, and to the point where they even caught her off guard. I'm like, getting off guard a member of the Zero Division. That is something I'm gonna accomplish it because not a lot of people can do that. If a person can be on equal terms with an elite guard, well then, you have my respect. But then again, the fight is just happening. I mean, we don't know the eventual outcome of the story yet. And Drew Bach's so strong, he probably could take the elite guard by himself. But remember, there is a reason why he's doing everything he needs to do. And he doesn't need to soil his hands just yet. He wants to take on the Soul King himself. He wants to deal with this himself. So that's why he's letting his minions handle all his dirty work. And remember, every Stern Reader that dies they fuel him. Remember, he absorbs their soul, their strength. They make him stronger and stronger. So either way, hey, the more people that Bach loses, the stronger he becomes. And the more people that Bach defeat, more people that Bach's minions defeat, the closer he gets to his goal. Either way, Bach is ahead. But then again, there's still people on him that's still getting his way. There's the Zero Division on one hand, and then there's the other hand, there's Ichigo. So basically, he's right now caught in between. Right now, he's like not 100% there, but he's like close to 75%. Especially with the eventual ending of this chapter. This chapter was really nasty. I'm not going to put in the description how it is, but let's just say Storetta, well, she may be an elite guard, but if you're taken by surprise by a bunch of amateurs that you don't have any information on, well then in battle, it could be a big mistake. But then again, knowing Kubo, how he's just making this story look tragic just to motivate us, just to get us going, that it could be either a trick or just to motivate us from watching what's going to happen next. But then again, either way, it's working. So basically, there. Just we have to wait till next week to the eventual outcome. What do you think? Do you like this chapter? Do you hate it? I'll put the link down in the description. Give me your opinion. I am Sellavin Adams. I will take any opinion you say, whether you love it, whether you hate it, do you like it, do you like it, do you like it, do you hate it? Either way, drop a dime. Hope you enjoyed the next one. This is Sellavin review of Naruto of Bleach, chapter 599. Next week we're getting 600 chapters of Bleach. Yay! Bleach is finally reaching 600. Although and it kind of suits it. After all, it's been the anime did start 10 years ago. And the anime, the English dub of Bleach is already almost done. They're almost done with the whole series. That means and right now I'm watching them on Toonami. That means they're going to be done with all the material. People are waiting for the next season to show up. I mean, hell, we want to see the next season of Bleach. It's still on hold, but I want to see what happens next. Do you? Are you? Any of you guys are fans like me, and you want to see what happens next? Give me your opinions. I want to see what happens next. I mean, think about it. 600 chapters of Bleach, and the whole Sturmator arc started over 120 chapters ago. So basically, I want to see what happens next. Do you? So yeah, I know I do. Hope you enjoyed. That's why the comment, blah blah blah, whatever. Thank you.